This is how we build back a community. We're gonna build this community right back together, and we're gonna have fun each and every night. We're gonna have competition, but we're not gonna have violence on our streets. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it together, and make sure on your way out, you go upstairs and see some of those booths. Sign up for a job, sign up for training, sign up to volunteer. All of that is important. I'm so excited, I'm ready to go get started. So let's go, everybody, let's go.
My name is Ramondo Davidson, and my role with Midnight Basketball is I am the national rep for the state of Georgia for the Association for Midnight Basketball.
This year's champion, $5,000.
It just took off. And the mayor was inaugurated, I believe, in January, and we started Midnight Basketball in March of that same year. And so season one, we started with 10 teams, and we've since become the largest Midnight Basketball Association in the United States of America. So there are 16 associations for Midnight Basketball throughout the country. And Atlanta is the largest Midnight Basketball Association in the United States. And there's one international association in Canada. And so we are, and the thing that we're doing that's significant, I believe, is that we have male and female participants. So we have a male league and a female league. And I believe none of the other associations offer the female side to Midnight Basketball. Our last season, we had 8 women's teams and 16 men's teams. So we had a total of 24 teams. And we had 7 teams that were on the waiting list that were hopeful that somebody would drop out or somebody would be removed and they could replace them. So, it's a huge undertaking, but at the same time, it's a huge excitement for participation.
He's got NBA teams calling for him, and they've seen him play, and they want to give him a workout. What does that say about Midnight Basketball?
AJ is from the ATL, and he is playing good ball here at Midnight Basketball, but he keeps his hoop dreams alive for the NBA. And this week, he got called up to the NBA, so he gonna go work out with the Indiana Pacers. And that is gonna mean a whole lot because he gonna get his shot. And we keep him fresh. He's playing competitive ball.
Keep him in shape.
Yeah, we keep him in shape and keep him being able to, play in fierce competition here at Midnight Basketball prepares him for that next level. If he was just shooting hoops in the backyard or just playing around, he wouldn't have game speed, game intensity, and a flow to it. So when you get called up, you ready that day because you've been playing at Midnight Basketball, the best basketball league for Midnight Basketball across the nation.
As Mayor Dickens says, it takes a village to raise these kids and make sure that they have the right opportunities in life. So again, we've been part of the Midnight Basketball because we've been able to see the numbers be reduced in reference to crime in the area.
We learned that crime during the nights that we were offering Midnight Basketball services was reduced between 60 and 70%, whereas they were getting between 20 and 25 calls for crimes on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. It was reduced to 0 on the nights that we offered Midnight Basketball.
Mayor Dickens has done an unbelievable job with his Year of the Youth initiative. And when we heard about Midnight Basketball, now this is the 10th championship series night, we got behind it in year 1. Ramondo Davidson with the City of Atlanta Parks and Rec, good friend of ours. We've done a ton with the youth, but when we heard about Midnight Basketball, safe spaces for our community, our partner at Quick Trip, they're all about the alignment with safe spaces for teens and young adults. We had to be part of it. And so through our partnership, we're providing uniforms for the participants, free Hawk swag for everyone at the door, and that just gets behind and amplifies what Mayor Dickens is doing with the free haircuts. He's feeding the community. We want to be part of that. We're true to Atlanta.
Ramondo Davis is a good friend of mine. This is a dream he's been having for some years for this whole basketball league to kind of deter some of the violence and get some of the kids off, some of the young men off the street to let them know that there are other choices in how to align yourself with some of the right things, you know, with free haircuts, how to do a resume, you know what I'm saying, get a GED. You may have something on your record you can get expunged, but you don't know how to properly go about getting it done. This is presented by the city of Atlanta, so they've got the power to make that happen. There'll be a lot of guest speakers, a lot of good things going on for the entire 10 weeks of the program.
The beautiful part about what we've been able to do is not just on the court, but through your support as a community and through our corporate community, support off the court as well. A lot of people that are participating in this league have found employment opportunities, have found resources for families, and that's come off of being able to be present and be mindful of initiatives like these that sometimes lose momentum. But here, as Mr. Davidson referenced, we've been able to gain momentum.
I enjoy cutting for the kids. I mean, the kids look good. Big black haircut so they can go to school and they go and brag about how good they do. It's all for the kids. I like when they get out the chair and smile and they give them, you know, the beauty. It's all it's more than money.
So what I've been teaching my young men is that, you know, our struggle is somebody else's hope. I coach spiritually, so I preach to them spiritually, and that is choices are free, consequences are costly. I always tell them it's 3 C's in life: choices, chances, and change. And so I tell them you gotta make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. So the 3 C's, I tell them to get rid of their jelly friends, get some peanut butter friends who gonna spread the message and not the mess.
And what they were doing is they were trying to understand.
Grief and trauma in this moment is very prevalent in the community, and we watch these young men and young ladies take it out on the floor every day. You might see some aggression, pushing, but what we do know is they leave it on the floor and sweat. So we ask them to understand that find a way to deal with your healing. Find a way to make sure you know it's important to begin your healing process because you're better healed than unhealed.
We want these young guys to not always resort to gun violence and violence in general, but to be able to talk through their concerns and, you know, try to initiate or implement some type of conflict resolution in a more positive fashion. So that's what this is about.
This is the 10th season, so we want to make 10th season $10,000. So that's what we're giving away tonight for the winner of the 10th season 10 championship. $5,000 for the women, and $5,000 for the men.
So this season we were able to bring some community business owners in, and they all pledged $1,000 as a championship payout to the 2 championship teams. And this was all done voluntarily, no solicitation for it. It was just that the community felt like that the community has been made better as a result of Midnight Basketball, and that was a way for that community, those community organizations to be able to give back. So the mayor has been so significant in all of this because his support is overwhelming. I mean, he wholeheartedly, not only from the financial perspective, from the city's perspective, but just his engagement and his involvement and him always promoting this program and making sure that everybody knows what we're doing and the fact of how what we're doing is making a difference in this city. So it's a testament to what other cities could do, because what the intent is for Midnight Basketball in Atlanta to make change throughout Metro. And that means all of the other outside agencies to kind of get on board and we all be one big family and making a difference as a whole to make the state of Georgia, as well as the city of Atlanta, a better and safer place.